We have become lawbreakers. We have become criminals. We put all the money in the budget for ourselves and leave them out. I want to challenge some of your lawmakers. Some people say they want this senator. They're breaking all the law. The law you make is breaking the law, but you want to go up. You know why people want to go up? Because they want to increase the time. They say they're too short. You cannot be a cancer, then you want to run blue. You cannot be a lawmaker that disrespecting the law that we made ourselves. Then you say you want to say that, then you waste your time. Nobody here can be for the government economy. But when we can be for the
had to go steal to the mainland too.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post.
Yeah, he said I'm going to go steal to the web mainland too. They get money into the store. They will go take it from there. I said, my man,
The same man.
Yeah, the same man. In around 8:30, the man called me. He said, "Oh, my man, I'll let you be. I'll call you back again."
So that time you go to where?
I go to where?
It's different working place. You come to the man.
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
Yeah, to go steal now.
No, I'm not go steal. I go to yeah. How you question me, man? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then you still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I say.
When I call you in
to carry to the so carry to the main. When you give it to the man, then you come back to the car.
So the food make you now carry that so they go convince your friend.
Yeah. When I give it to the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right now. So one of my friend call me.
And the same way go do now.
Yeah. Same way.
The man say go for you go steal.
Yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then they are two now. Then they are two.
A big jeep.
Yeah. Black BG. Photo G. Yeah. So when I clean the car, no. Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll need a water now. You can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people that you can't.
No, I'm a journalist. I'm big sorry.
The way you talk in the question, you say when I move from here, I'll free. You say when I move from here, I'll free. You say one talk again. I wanted to make a whole talk clear to you, but you talk in the question. Hi, looking. Then you post and no more word again. Why not belonging to the talk? I'm going to talk again. And said they call me to the office of OSP.
I think you explained to me that you come to get paid. You say you get a tea to the man. After you get a tea to the man, and you come now. So what next?
For me, I'll not bet.
Nobody you getting very you say asking too much question. Hey, just explain say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry. If you bring, I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
Give me answer now. Then.
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking no more questions again. Okay, that's why now.
Go to school. They say I'm English.
Sorry. No, I say sorry. No, sorry.
See, Ali, you take that.
I take it down. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Take down
to explain. Okay.
Music. Aha. madianya wara wa monyoju weyan. Wani madianya wara wa monyoju weyan. Ke wana wa kuna ndia. Wasia wa pebi abu. Wana wa kuna ngomwa. Wasia wa pebi abu. Kena be monya be niaka.
I'm a freedom fighter.
Oh, I'm on you.
I'm a freedom fighter.
My freedom fighter get in your job your pasta.
I'm a freedom fighter.
My freedom fighter get in your do your baba.
I'm a freedom fighter.
My freedom fighter get in your people on the
I'm a freedom fighter.
ayo. 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 Kena wamanya be yaba, wamanya be nyagate, wama freedom fighter, kena seto. Kena wamanya be nya, wamanya be ya, wama freedom fighter, kena seto.
Oh, yes, indeed. What a great day. What a wonderful opportunity it feels. And indeed, a beautiful weather.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters.
This week has been quite an interesting weather in Monrovia.
They changed their mind.
No, usually,
Yeah, they changed their
January
What kind of
and time like this,
They are freedom fighters.
we're in the dry season.
What kind of people?
And of course, the Hamilton period, all of that.
Why are you raping our
But this time around,
Freedom fighters.
freedom fighter?
there is a kind of wind that's also blowing,
Freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you
almost similar to the Hamilton,
Ayo.
but not quite as the Hamilton.
Ayo.
It has a bit of
Ayo.
chilling cold
Ayo.
that want to get you
Ayo.
kind of stick on your bed. But look, you have to wake up because the hustle waits for no man. It's a whole new pattern for the most part, especially during these times and periods.
When they were coming, they said they were liberators.
But the experts have said
They said they
these are the impact of climate
when they
change.
came their
These are the ramifications.
mind. When they came their ground, they changed their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
Biodiversity insensitivity when the
Freedom fighters.
the communities, the environment becomes extremely insensitive
Why you destroy our country?
They are freedom.
biodiversity and of course preserving nature, because everything in nature has a rule and has something to do. It's an ecosystem. But yeah, so in January there's rain, heavy storm. Then there is cold on this Thursday morning. So everybody wearing some sort of sweater, jacket. And so my guy must say got two black. So you will know exactly why we're wearing this. But good morning, folks. Today is Thursday. It is a wonderful day from the nation's capital in Monrovia. And yes, indeed, we are back here behind these microphones to engage on the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. As always, there are too many things to talk about. Lots of things happening in Liberia. Good morning to our friends, our fans, and our followers. To those of you in the diaspora, it's always a good thing to have you join us. This is the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9, Liberia's most informative breakfast platform, most engaging, the People's Radio, right here. Early Thursday morning. Truly, Liberia man scared of rain. This morning, the streets are clear. Everybody is just indoor. And all of that to come out has become a challenge. But look, y'all got to come outside. You better wake up Dana Bray. So yeah, this morning on the menu, of course, we are going to go deep into analysis of comments as it relates to Mr. Philibert Brown. He has continued to write, but we are particular about his opinion on the 4-year project. We believe it's important that some of what he said are elevated to the extent where Liberians can have an opinion on it and have an understanding of what some of these could mean. Sometimes our analysis will expose the motivation behind the pattern or the manner in which the narrative are tailored right here on the big station. Too many things coming from the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency, and of course we're going to spend time on it a little more detail. Yesterday we passed over whether it's violent, harassment, intimidation, brutalization. So it seems like we've I don't know whether we've moved entirely from the police and then the DA has taken charge of these uncivilized, inhumane treatment of our people. There are too many video footage of LDA officers. I saw one from Backnessville.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom.
Generally, wartime, my man, they tell they put children to lay down on the ground and somebody is punking them and all of that. How drug enforcement got to do with torturing people? So we'll look at that. It has got a lot to do with the caliber of individuals that are with the LDA. We like to know their status. Are they really trained? How were they recruited? It's important to look at. I'm talking about the labor sector as well this morning. So a labor rights organization in Liberia has done a very beautiful job. They have issued their annual report on labor statistics or labor rights issues in Liberia. And it's very damning. We're going to run through it. Sometime next week, we'll get folks from the organization to come here themselves and talk to us about the methodology and, of course, everything that was applied in getting these results as well right here on Freedom 87.9. Freedom Morning Rise. The Oranto Arthur Easy, United States of America, Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, terrorist financing, drug money. Too many things are coming out about the rescue government. Folks, fellow Liberians, too many things are coming out. And the puzzles are being connected. Let me start it again, right? Oranto Diu, Arthur Easy in Nigeria, and then Arthur Easy flies to Venezuela. He meets Nicolas Maduro. United States just into Venezuela, pulls out Nicolas Maduro on charges of drug peddling, illicit financial transactions, human rights violations. So when investors come in, you have to understand what is the source of the money here, guys. This is what we're getting to. So the people that were beating John, we are bringing drug in the country. We are bringing drug in the country. That the people partners they're getting exposed now that are being new. America arrest. And you're seeing the connection that I just did. America have arrested Venezuela president, say he's doing drugs around the world and and stuff like that. So this man is a best friend to Arthur Easy. Arthur Easy is a best friend to Joseph Boakai family and the government. And Joseph Boakai is intending to give Arthur Easy oil blocks, about 3 or 4 oil blocks in Liberia to do oil business. right? But this Arthur Easy is friend with an accused leader in America, Southern America, right? That's into drugs peddling. So who actually been bringing drugs in the country? Fellow Liberians. Time always unravel the truth. My name is Abu Sharif, and of course, Hagar Gonda is here. Hagar, good morning.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning to you, and good morning to the Liberian people following us this morning. It's good to be back here behind these microphones to continuously engage with the issues.
Are you hearing yourself?
That's what I'm noticing. But okay. So I think I'm okay like this. Okay.
Okay.
So it's good to be back here this morning to continue to engage on issues that matter most to Liberia's growth and development. Is important that we are here, like you outlined, too many things to talk about. The Liberian Drug Enforcement Agency.
I'm not hearing you.
Yeah, so I think I'm okay from here. I'm okay, except from your end, but I'm okay from here.
So, yeah, but I'm not hearing you. You hear me yourself? I'm not hearing you.
So maybe
so I will do it.
From your side. Which side you use?
Yeah.
Okay. So
okay, better now.
Okay. I think you're a technician. So it's good that we are here. We will continuously engage on issues that matter most to Liberia's growth and development, like I said. And the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency is under the spotlight again. This LDEA, as always, I don't know why, those who are always given the opportunity to serve at that institution are always involved into something that undermines the running of that entire entity of government. But again, tribal politics, favoritism, and of course, Mission Boys' work is taking over the LDA, which is in fact, it has started to undermine the function of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, because as we speak, there are too many LDA commanders across Liberia that were recalled by the interim leadership there for personal reasons. In fact, many of them were recalled because the current team there, they are there, they know that they are interim team.
Okay.
So they are not sure what will happen next. So what they can do now is to have confidence working in their interest, so that whatever they want, it can be done for GM, because you don't know what tomorrow will bring. But there are things, there are records, there are evidence that we already have in our possession. And trust us, when we get ready again, we told you when that people were on their thing at the LDA the last time, and you know how it ended.
And we starting it small.
Before we were talking these things, the evidence that we can have in our possession can be concrete. So we can just start beating around it. Like just one evidence you heard in the country here that the president dismissed more than 2-3% from that LDA, and we're comparing them. That interim team, just us, they will not even stay there for between now to maybe the end of February, because
the ORC, man doing body contact, be wearing skinny.
If the president is really serious, just us, the interim team is becoming a serious mess. They are proving that they are not in the interest of the country through the fight against drugs, but they are there to satisfy their personal interests. And we got evidence to that. We'll speak to these issues and trust us. But don't forget, today is Thursday, right?
Thursday.
Today is Thursday. Wow. And it's 6 minutes up to 8 o'clock. The cash giveaway is up and still running. It's bigger in fight, because now you win up to 15,000 Liberian dollars. It is up to you. You can pick up your Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money from just about now. For 100 Liberian dollars, you play using *255*. Using your Lone Star Cell mobile money, in fact, you dial *255*1#, *255*1#. You okay, reply with the currency you want to play from. And between now to 8:15, we can do draw to give money out to somebody. But it's up to you. The more you play, the better your chances are to win.
Certainly. So, folks, let me see this on the front page of the Front Page Africa newspaper. Legislature is a serious joke. Who's saying that? CMC political leader Musa Hassan Belete is on the front page of the Front Page Africa newspaper accompanying this story. And also we have from Inner Cycle to Code Dog. From Inner Cycle to Code Dog. We see here Speaker Richie Nangbe Kun, regime speaker with political advisor to the president, Magdala Cooper, here in some sort of romantic mood, accompanying this story as well. Public funds at risk. Public fund at risk. Accompanying this other story is the head of the Liberia Disaster Management Agency as well as the GAC. So let's see a gist of this. GAC flags massive audit failures at NDMA, raising corruption concerns, and Sue Dollar in the news for the wrong reason again. So let's see. Furthermore, this is terror. Who's saying that Sano lawmaker Weah condemns AFL gunfire in southeastern Liberia, calls for independent probe. Wow, the AFL, I'm told, meant to go and provide some sort of security at the Sapo National Park there because of how you call them, illicit miners, right? So that they do not encroach on the park circumference, right? Yeah. And then with other poachers, the people who can be running behind the animals in the bush and all of that. So the government had to deploy. But this one is saying, right? The lawmaker is saying what is going on is terroristic. It's terror as but grab a copy and read a lot more. So this is the banner story on the front page of the Front Page Africa newspaper right here. New malaria drug available in 8 African countries. Promises breakthrough for infants, but Liberia may wait years. Right? Malaria drugs. So they now face medicine for malaria. When I say medicine, I say the one that can just only I think they won't look like a serious medication. So in 8 African countries already. But from the look of things, right, holding all of the factors constant, Liberia will have to wait years and years and years because this rescue government does not seem serious, does not look serious. And of course, that's what it is, a $1.2 billion budget that reflects no change for the healthcare system. Where will you get the malaria drugs coming from? So that is that, folks. Today is Thursday. *255*1# is the code to make money. *255*1#. Keep playing, and the more you play, the better your chances are to win. Fellow Liberians, too many things to talk about, too many things to unpack. Keep following, share the live, drop your comments on the different issues. Hagar, I've noticed recently young seditionists have embarked on selfless endeavors to for them, they believe they want to be their own fast checker.
Yeah.
Right. And the way to do it is to be is to provide the actual pictures, especially when you have some elements of the regime feeding on lies and deception and misinformation. So they are utilizing the social media in a more constructive way, benefiting their party. How are they doing so? They take their own phones, they put data inside, they passing around all what they know to be just Weah projects. Different young Liberians who believe that Mr. Weah actually did something that the country and of course the regime has decided to downplay and of course steal those projects and make it like a Bwaka thing. They say, okay, we'll go to the site, we'll put the project, we'll show it to you, then we'll give the historicity of it. Yeah. And it's actually unraveling a lot of things, right?
And one person,
I just saw one this morning about King Gray High School.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Around the rehab.
The rehab era there, right?
So Abu, one thing, I can remember that King Gray project. In fact, one of those who were at the forefront of that project is how you call him, this guy, Ato Gutulu.
Okay.
Yes.
Ato Gutulu.
Ato is one of those who were part of that project. In fact, he was there when the president, in fact, the former president, in fact, the former Minister of State, then Nathaniel McGill went there. So I'm aware of that, but it's one of the projects that we're forgetting about. But one person I want to appreciate in that light is this guy called Lee, I think Lee McCritty, something like that.
He's a
young,
energetic,
energetic guy. In fact, the last video I saw from him, he was somewhere
and he's doing a county tour.
Yeah, he was somewhere in Grand Juda County, identifying some of the projects. In fact, if you can see, there is a latest video of one old man who was explaining or take on what the current administration is like from the past administration.
Okay.
He's the person. I think that video was done somewhere in Bond County or so. So Lee McCritty is seriously making progress in that light. And we want to appreciate this is the time now for
we're basically recognizing all of you.
Yes.
We may not know all of you.
So this is the time.
Doing well.
This is the time now for former government officials and executive of the CDC and anyone who believe in our country's progress and development. This is the time to call some of these individuals. Imagine a young man like Lee doing county tour. Who's supporting that? Have you asked yourself that question? This is the work.
Ordinary citizens, who like it.
This is a work that is benefiting or is going to benefit the CDC. Many of you ministers today are not doing it. Former government officials are not doing that. So the only thing you can start to do now is sit in your lay corner, call Lee and tell him, say, my man, thank you. When you going, where you going? How much to go to and so place? Send him. When I even find out LD, send it to him, appreciate him for. But many of you are said, but y'all want to do the work. The people that are doing it, to even identify with them, you feel proud. When they guys do their Facebook posts, but this is the disheartening thing about it. This guy will leave and go out, do his video, and then post it on his page, or sometimes go live. Those very former government officials and executive of the CDC will go and download that guy video without giving him credence, without recognizing him. But when they go out and download videos from other Facebook pages, they go on and recognize or give credit to those pages. But for them to do it to one of their kind, do it to even help grow his page, to even contribute to his transportation and all of that. They can't do it, but this is where we are. But we want to appreciate all of you who are found in sacrifices like we are always doing too for our country. Many of you who are found in that, we always want to say thank you. Yes, thank you for always doing what you can do. Yes, Master, I think you have to share the show. Share the show.
So basically,
we need to hit the normal point we can hit. We targeting now 1,000. We start with 500, 400. Let's go to 1,000. If we can start hitting 1,000 next week, just us. There are too many things as we push towards the first half of this year.
So, lastly, on that, on the young people who do these videos for former president, we are in the CDC. Basically, try to provide consciousness on. You people were the one in the offices and the positions. It is your legacy, your deliverables. For example, I saw the young people in Grand Juda talking about what Reverend Festus Logan and the team at the LTPRC did, right? Wow. Those were not the children. For Reverend Festus Logan and other people, when you're passing around, most times people don't know what you did, right? Some of what all of you achieved are covered by the devilish propaganda by the Unity Party. So these young people are sacrificing. Nobody's saying give them money. Nobody's saying do it. Because as soon as you start talking Profi, that money. So basically, what these people will need from you and everybody that's talking for you, CDC and all of that, this is not any kind of entitlement. It is to support in moral ways, is to stand with them, identify them, right? And the party as a whole should keep an eye on these people, because by doing so, right, they are exposing themselves to danger. You know the kind of government that we have. The security, and watch over them, look after them, and also make sure. This is what the Unity Party always does. When it comes to CDC, Other people feel like, oh, when you do it, promoting the young, this, that thing there, you gotta stop those things.
How many CDC officials
to even follow, like you said,
to follow or comment, even
or
like somebody
when you use the man video to even
give him credit
the man so that other people will know
and
where the video coming from, follow for more.
You know how many Unity Party officials have helped to grow individuals who were even little known or some weren't even known in this country. Not many Unity Party officials, they go under those guys' posts, whether they are saying nonsense, they are saying things that they don't even know how to construct their English well, they'll go under a comment there.
Yeah.
By doing so, you give the man the opportunity for others to follow in.
That I like to say, not in a demeaning way, but it's an organization of native people now. So small jealousy, you know, these
but
kinds
it's not
of
helping.
not just jealous, but discredit.
So like I was saying the last time,
the native women, from what they, you know, in the community, the way you can see the people, right? You know, Jonathan. So they take that one to the party. You know, say John Brown.
But Abu, the other day I was telling you about how the CDC helped to build opposition for themselves. One is the Stanton Waterspoon. When the CDC were in power, who the government official that did not appear on Stanton Waterspoon Spoon Talk? They were the ones who gave Stanton the credence that made Liberians to start following, to grow that Stanton, that Spoon FM page today, that Spoon Talk conversation, that entire thing, to build it today. But how many CDC person can take their time to follow shows that are done in CDC interest by citizens or by people who are supporting the ideology of the party? How many of them can take their phone and share those conversations, share those pages? They can do it, but when people from the other end, they will do, and that's what Unity Party people are doing for their people. They're helping to grow these very people, because tomorrow these are the people they will be using to fight you in campaign.
On Kings FM, Ishaka Sharif runs CDC Hour. That should be an exclusive CDC show.
Yes, but go there and see the followership.
How many of these CDC? I mean, somebody will feel like when you follow or you share, you know, that CDC Hour, but they're looking at that the presenter will get popular. And you know, and they don't want to. So everybody. So, but anyway, that's the party now. And, you know, they say the party remains supreme.
The party mandate.
But look, folks, it's good. Let's hear from Crime Stopper, right? We'll come back, then we go into too many things. They say IMF have reported something,
yes,
right?
I think
Let's take this break with Crime Stopper, Liberia. We'll be right back.
It's about music. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. Really can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stop, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime Stop Liberia. From the center to interior. Crime Stop, they keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all.
Okay, Crime Stopper Liberia, folks, welcome back. This is the Freedom Morning Rise on Freedom 87.9, and of course, the firework began from right here this morning. So let's go to the LDA. Too many complaints are coming, right? Too many complaints are coming. But just before that, fellow Liberians, I'd like to remind all of you, and of course, particularly the president, that in 2025, the president, almost every assignment the president gave his vice president, he failed on all. He did not deliver anything, and this is where we are. One, the president set up a committee where they put his vice president in charge to ensure that the yellow machine are acquired and delivered in time. 2025 began and ended. We have not seen the yellow machines yet. That was a failure on the part of the vice president. It's important to highlight that. And of course, in fact, the way he dealt with that was so despicable to a point now as we speak. There are legal rigmarole around the yellow machines acquisitions and of course procedures and all of that. So beyond that, the president also at the Independence Day celebration 2025 set up a committee, boastfully set up a committee to ensure that there were price stabilization in the Liberian market, resting on the so-called experience of the vice president as a businessman. The president put him in charge of a special ad hoc committee to investigate and, of course, recommend and ensure that prices on the Liberian market are stabilized and all of that. The president took the rest of the vice president, took the rest of the year and delivered nothing. Prices continue to go up even after the dedication of an egg producing factory in Liberia. Boar egg is being sold on the Liberian market for $50 Liberian dollars as we speak right now. $60 Liberian dollars, like Hagar is saying right now. So what did the vice president actually achieve on his boss excursion? Absolutely nothing. He's just been passing around, and for the most part, in the inner cycle of the Unity Party, they have some elements, very key elements, have begun to notice the inefficiency of the vice president, and they are thinking otherwise. But anyway, we'll find time to talk about these, right?
It's like the vice president have gotten the news, the paper will go back. So if you,
but probably giving you these things. There are several even more than that, right? Probably giving you the responsibility and anything. You know the matter testing. Say, oh, my man can't do the yellow machine. Let's see, yellow machine. To whole the whole thing in noise. Code Benin now move from inside. Probably say, code Benin now kind of thing. The time I lay Mama Karen doing it, at least she are doing Queen Contact or able. Code Benin now kind inside. Then the other men go now, Code Benin now kind inside. Take all the people carry their China pie around. They say, oh, all kind of thing. Then the other men get very go to code, blah, blah, blah. But I know plenty secret about the yellow machine. But next week, we're going to talk about that. Hey, guys, so do you have the video?
Yes, I got it. Just waiting. So, okay, I think
this violent video of the Mr. President. Look at how your security forces are treating your citizens. Right? The other day, we told you about what the 2025 human rights reports were about, and they talk about these kinds of attitude. Let's just play it so that you hear it and see it for yourself. Are we playing?
Yes. So let me get it first on stream.
Okay. So while he got tries to do that, let me tell you what. Okay, we're good. Oh, enforcement, yeah, he got. I had to enforce that. And this is a little too female. the lady is not resisting. She's now fighting. When you listening to that DA, all the girls, the president, good morning. We just want to serve you breakfast of how your on a daily basis. When we say these things,
so this is the kind of form and minor that officers of the, in fact, or law enforcement officers in this country, this is how they think they can enforce the laws of our country. You've arrested the person is being subdued. In fact, the person have already made himself available to arrest. You have the person in your custody. Why are you going the extra mile of beating on this lady as you are doing? In fact, like we said the last time in the case of Boyke Road, people who should be protected by the government, by law enforcement officers, are the ones that the government and law enforcement officers are going after, in such a form and manner. This lady is a user, and she should be considered as the law has given you to. That's the way the law says you must treat her. Mm-hmm. You can be treating woman in the kind of look at this. What the law says about enforcement of this video, like many other that we've seen on the what it confirms is that, and every Nigerian out there, one way or the other, that this has become the rescue way of law. This is the model by which the rescue government enforces the law. Violence, right? And this pattern has continued, and it is consistent across law enforcement agencies. The Liberian National Police, when citizens gather, irrespective, even blind folks gather, you witness once upon a time when the blind people gather in front of the foreign ministry there. When the blind lady was hit in the stomach by a police officer on tape, right? And subsequently at the ministerial complex, when they had gathered there again that evening, it was a scene of chaos. They were beaten with batons, irrespective of their physical condition. And when we enforcing the law, this is never the standard way of law enforcement, but this is the rescue way of law enforcement. So anytime you hear rescue say they come and enforce the law, that means when these court it continues, you know what it does, right? It creates an attitude of resistance in the people. It makes the citizens to start to harbor the desire now to resist. Then when people organize themselves to resist law enforcement, then there is actions against the state. Then you see, so this is how these kinds of things can start. Yeah.
That other people cheering and you kicking in the stomach like that. You slapping. You DA officer. What authority do you have? Right? Is that your rule of engagement? Is that the rule of engagement of the LDEA? But under the rescue government and the mandate from Gregory Cuomo as presiding of the joint security, this is how Gregory have told the rescue security, joint security people to enforce the law. Beat the people. They are chicken. They don't have right. Beat them, kick them, hit them anyhow. Because it has happened severally
And nothing has been
and
done.
nothing has happened or come out of it. So they continue that pattern. Law enforcement in Liberia is no longer the civilized way of approaching a victim, or not a victim, but a violators, right? Reminding them, and of course, arresting them and taking them to whatever facility for interrogation or investigation. No. Law enforcement right now, as soon you call, look at the brother who was shot multiple times in Congo Town. Right? Shot multiple times in Congo Town. Fellow Liberian, this is alarming. Rescue supporters and apologists, this is alarming. You are putting the citizens on the edge. When you go in the street, the opinions about law enforcement is unfavorable. You go in the community, it's terrible. Everywhere, this model of law enforcement has to be readjusted. This is unacceptable. This is not standard. It is not universal. It is not even within the, operational manual of these law enforcement agencies. This is absolute, brutality against your citizen. Let's see what the Human Rights Report said. Quickly, Hagar. Let's see what the Human Rights Report said. Arbitrary killing and torture described as the leading and the standout attributes of Liberia law enforcement since Bouakai became president. Arbitrarily killing people. They're shooting citizens everywhere. Kinjor, rehab, and other places. The guy in Congo Town we talk about. So the U.S. Human Rights Report 2025 on Liberia says the standout attribute of Liberia law enforcement is arbitrary killing and torture. Torturing people, beating people, kicking them in their stomach, even blind people, disabled people, and all of that. Right? That is uncouth. Reports of arbitrary or unlawful killings and torture by government agents with inadequate investigation and accountability. You see this guy? There was no investigation, nothing. What right do you have?
They tell you they go send you home for a few days, you start work.
You don't even investigate a woman. You go, you saw the woman in the place, you arrest her, blah, blah, blah. So, on what account are you kicking and beating and slapping her, and then one ORC say, oh, we disrobe the people? And they can't disrobe the people.
No.
They can just put a report also, and then you go see the same people then working in the uniform.
The PCC guy who beat pregnant woman in real life until the woman fainted, they had to rush her to the hospital. That guy, Abu, I saw the guy walking around the circle and free.
In a PCC uniform.
In a PCC uniform. So they can allow to the public
so the
release
government,
a statement, but deep down they put working.
This is an instruction from the president. So the president likes it. He wants it like that because, that's how he think he can, exert himself as the president of the country, and that they will compel people, they will suppress, harass people, intimidate people. Everybody will get scared of him. And it's not working. Because it will reach a point here, we've seen several, right? The citizens will start to say, but this pattern will continue, that John today, it will come to me. One day I may have issue and law enforcement, because this is the standard operating procedure now of the rescue law enforcement. go to the place, get them, deploy men, grab people, beat them with baton, kicks and put in the stomach, blow people's face, right? And if they won't put resistance, shot them, and then you turn your back, you go, the put your boy small, you say, oh, this rope the man. The next day you see the man in uniform in car. Well, what is that? You think we're stupid in this country, right? And particularly for the LDA, these things are prevalent simply because, like this report that's come out, that there is a heightened degree of unprofessional negligence at the LDA, as reports indicate that over 1,500 untrained agents are on leash to fight drugs. Over 1,500 untrained, unschooled agents. They just take black clothes, they put it on them, they put boots on their foot, they send them in the street, and they are the one terrorizing our people, Mr. President. Mr. Rescue President, this is the start. This is the number. Over 1,005. This is a moderate statistic about it. It's even way more. Here, you have over 1,500 untrained, uneducated, right? Indisciplined individuals unleashed on the Liberian people under the disguise as drug enforcement agents, and they are the one beating our people. They're the one robbing our people. Have you not heard when DA people go to a place, say, oh, you're valuable, and forget it. Say DA can in your heart or in your community, forget it. Why the men will be acting that they're looking for job? And your jewelries, your smartphone, your gadget, all the things in your heart, the men will steal.
This has become a practice.
Like rescue law enforcement.
Because, Abu, in fact, what the guys can do, they will go in the community with a kind of arrogance, like we watch from the video we just showed. They will go in the communities with arrogance and then run after the drug users, quaff them, put them out in huge number, depending on the amount of person they will get, and then start to solicit money. So if for example, I'm a community resident in my community,
so let's say money from the scene,
from the very users. So if I'm a community resident within my community or in the community there, they will come here. If I got, God forbid, my brother or my sister or my child who is over there, they will tell me, if you want us to free this person, you have to pay this. You two now, out of fear, knowing what drug crimes is like, how they can make it appear like, especially when it comes to the users, we should not be that way. Knowing how it is, you will get afraid and go for your last. And kind of get rid of them, then they release the people right in the community. On several occasions, we've received these complaints. Oh, yes, I'm a living witness. You want me to start calling names of police, let's say DA people? You want me to start identifying some of where they work? They will go in the community, intimidate the people, run after the drug users. In fact, even if you're not taking drugs, once they see they're not satisfied with you, they will hold you. And because they feel they got the power, they will hold you, intimidate you, and your family or you will be forced. In fact, in any valuable they see you with, they will take it. I know of a case where somebody complained to me that his phone and wallet got stolen from my community. By DA people who claim they came to do arrest, and they did that, took the guy's belongings, carried them, and today all efforts that are made to investigate and understand.
And Biago has never investigated these things.
Nothing. So the issue about drug, the people that can go in the community, they're not going there to actually fight drugs. They are not going to help make the community safe. No, they are going to collect money from those users and leave them right back in the very communities.
They're criminals.
Very much.
Criminals. That's what they are. They recruit that criminals and put them in black clothes and say they're
leaving them in the community. In fact, the fears of not like
what kind of rescue is that, right? Hey, guys, let me read this article from Insights Liberia, and it has a lot of things. And the good thing is, what we're saying is being confirmed, right, by the LDA themselves, Mr. President. So Kula got to forget about Facebook this morning and put the radio on for Mr. Barker to hear it because all day you facing your face, even old man. I mean, old man, I mean, you get time for whether you both face be going put it good. Just go put the radio on, cooler. The Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency is sinking deeper into crisis as glaring unprofessionalism continues to undermine the country's fight against narcotics. We just play a video. Glaring unprofessionalism. With more than 1,500 untrained and largely unregulated agents. Underscore, unregulated. They do not regulate the people. We don't know who's recommending them. We don't know how they're recruited, but we see them in black uniform. They enter our community. They enter our homes. They enter everywhere, and they're terrorizing the Liberian people. And these videos are coming out. They're beating pregnant women, right? And all this is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Unregulated agents reportedly deployed on the streets under the guise of enforcement. Right? Public outrage has, of course, obviously intensified following a disturbing video, which we just played, right? Circulating on social media showing LDA officers engaging in grossly unethical and abusive conduct against an alleged drug suspect. An alleged drug suspect. Under our criminal law, right? One is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a competent, code of competent jurisdiction. Mm-hmm. That was not done, right? You might handle treat a suspect in this form of manner, and you say there's a country of rule of law. This is a gangster republic. Rescue government has turned Liberia into a gangster paradise. That's what is happening. These things happen in Haiti, where the gang have taken over the country. That's the kind of, in fact, even without that, the gang is behaving way responsible in Haiti than what we see in Liberia. Look at Gregory Como. You think about going to communist China to get Chinese motorbikes and pass around here to be intimidating people in the street? That means what? In response to the backlash, LDA Public Relations Officer Orlando Demi admitted to Insights Liberia that despite receiving government support, the agency remains crippled by a severe manpower deficit. This shortage, he said, has forced the institution to rely heavily on untrained volunteers. Oh my God, are you hearing? You always say, oh, the country is secure now. That security there. A whole country agency depend on volunteer, untrained, unethical, unregulated people put in the street and they say you secure.
And Abu, all these things can happen not because the fight is these guys will put the public under the impression that they are doing recruitment for officers, and fundings will be allocated for that specific purpose. They will collect that money, use it for their own purpose, and not do proper vetting and, of course, recruitment of officers of whether the police or the DA or wherever. So as a result, they are bringing in people who are volunteering, people who they can use at their will and pleasure. As a result of that, what is going to happen and what is always happening is that man know that he's not taking pay more and he's not expecting anything. So when he go in the community, anything he see, he take it. Anything he want to do, he do and get out of that community.
Fellow rescue multi-banks. What this means is that your government, the system, your government design, right? Your rescue government design is that a notorious armed robber could decide and just walk to the LDA, I won't be volunteer. They call them action agency, I won't be action agent. They will put you in.
They'll print t-shirt, they give you
in fact, that Mele, how you call him, board naked and recruiting people for the action agent. That board naked and recruiting people for the action agent to carry out sensitive law enforcement duties. People who are not trained, and you send it. Law enforcement is a sensitive law enforcement duty. Demi disclosed that out of the agency's current workforce, only 631 officers are legitimate, trained employees on the government payroll. The remainder, those actively fighting drugs. Listen to this. Those actively so-called, right, fighting drugs, right? Where is it? Trouble for them. Fighting drugs across communities are volunteers with little to no professional training, raising alarming concerns about human rights violations like what we saw in the video, abuse of power, and institutional recklessness. Speaking to our reporter on Wednesday, the spokesperson confirmed that the 2 officers captured in the viral video were members of the volunteer agent program. Liar can say my witness, a girl, the real who rescue government confirmed that the people in what you saw, they part of the very reckless, untrained, irregulated individuals that Mr. Boakai has hired to be in the community and terrorizing citizens under the guise of threatening drugs. How is this a responsible government? How is this a law-abiding government? You take over 1,500 to 2,000 human beings. They know nothing about law enforcement. They not read no law. They know nothing about human rights business. They know how these things are done. Blah, blah, blah. You put black law on them, you put something. Just to be seen as threatening, you put them in the street and they're terrorizing people. They're violating human rights and they are beating people with all kinds of nonsense. Fair Librarian, how is this a rescue? This model of law enforcement introduced in the country by Gregory Cuomo is absolutely despicable. And of course, Gregory must pay for this. Here's the one. That guy's a dangerous man.
The man started, nothing happened. So the other people.
The guy's a dangerous man. You see, that's the reason why in some good country, when people fight war like that, and they because of their war history, so when transition happened, when a different reconciliation were held, and then these kind of power sharing governments are formed, and then the heads of these fractions bring in their war recruits and put them into mainstream government security apparatus and all of those things. When these people are there, when we return to full flexibility, these should be weeded out, or there should be proper process of what? Rehabilitation. So you see people then that came from on the line, and then you're putting in police uniform and other security uniforms around here simply because they fought war. What they fought? That they're not to get training. That rebel war, you smoke hard cocaine, and then you get brave to kill human being and take out intestine, and then say you qualify. Then peace can do power sharing. Then MPFL on the beginning, they brought in, they put in the police. As we have heard that how Gregory entered the police, he did not go police training academy. So now he bothered with a president when Ellen was a little bit moderate, and of course, because she was in touch with the West, so she could not go as a scream. So he bothered with one man from Wansonga who has 0 international credentials. Nobody even thinking about him. He can go to international function. He'd be way on the other side. What serious people standing? No friend in the international community. Boakai. Man say, me, I won't be president. I'm the only president in the country. They say, oh, okay, I'm happy to be the only president in the country. Bring all the ATU, the IMPFL ideology, killer squad, brought them back in the police.
And they're
issuing wicked instructions. And look at the whole play now turn to war zone, malicious attitude. Police are displaying malicious attitude. Look, like when we say these things because we want these folks to change, we cannot reverse the gains. Liberia must continue to go forward, not backward. But we cannot achieve that if we have men in uniforms that are misrepresenting the ethic and code of the uniform. In 2 years' time, they have, quote unquote, disrupt, dismiss, right? Reshuffle more police officers than it has happened since post-war. You know why? That means the level of unprofessional actions within the police has surged. So every time there's a public backlash, then they have to scapegoat by removing people from the force. Empirical facts. They're living. These are living. So why are you dismissing more people from the police if they are doing a good job? You shouldn't be dismissing more people. You shouldn't be firing more people, right? But they have fired more people in law enforcement than post-war. all of the time. So that means the level of unethical breaches with this police now, right, swamp the entire records of Charles Taylor regime, Ellen regime, Julie Bryan regime, Jawia regime. Can you imagine? One IMPFL old rebel declare the whole police credential. You know how many veteran police officers are sitting on it? And look, you can do what you want to do, but look, we're going to tell you the fact. This is bad. You know that other people, family, you treating like that. If it is a responsible law enforcement, then we'll start having conversations. But any law enforcement where human rights violation takes center stage inside, it's no longer law enforcement. It's no longer law enforcement. But this is it, folks. We'll take calls on this.
The DA guy who you saw in that video, he's one of those old motorcycle policemen, and he's a young man that can be.
Oh yeah, those policemen.
If you can remember his face, he was once upon a time assigned around the ELW junction end.
So okay, those beginning I used to be doing the motorcycle police.
Yeah.
So that the one they rescue men
after the police, they run after the motorcycle, arrest the motorcycle and give it to the policemen. That's their way of paying them. So you've been loyal to helping us extort money from these people. So now maybe we'll put in a DA too, we'll get more money from you. So that is
go raid drugs.
Yeah.
You go raid people jewelry. Valuable in the hall, you take it. They can even report it, they can steal it, right? And things. So let's hear from you. You're in the communities, you're in the places. Tell us whether we're lying, and of course, give us your own experience and encounter with these people. Is this the way you want law enforcement to be in Liberia? 0776 104 104 086 500 104. Of course, what we want for Liberia is a better place where actions are taken in keeping with the laws and the Constitution of the Republic. No man has the right to run this country anyhow they feel.
Let's talk to this person. Good morning. Hello. The cash giveaway is still active. *255*1#. Morning.
Yeah, morning.
Go ahead. You live. No, we can continue with this line. *255*1#. Hello.
Yeah, good morning. How are you doing?
Relatively okay. Go ahead.
This is EJ2, and I call you from the grounds of the ANC headquarters. What you guys say in studio are just the fact. I witnessed a so-called raid. Some DA officer claimed to be having intelligence or somebody having drugs in the house somewhere in the New Georgia belt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to defend the person, but later it came that it was just a lie. But if you could see what went on, they enter in the main house, the people taking the main woman less slapper, taking the half deck of rest, taking the woman slippers.
Drugs were inside.
They said, yeah,
and they went for drugs.
They say they go for drugs, but they're taking the people property, coming outside with A. The guys are looters.
Even the half bag of rest and all, they tell the woman half bag of rest.
I said the people bring the half bag of rest. There's a lady used to be the commander at the Ghannaville Town Hall. She was leading that delegation. She said, "You're pulling us out. That trust money." But they didn't find no drugs in the people hustle. So these are how the guys behave. These are how the guys behave. They just go in people's places to steal. Yeah. So you guys are not lying. You are saying just what they can do. A lot of these people are unprofessional. I think that's the reason why they so-called drug testing for DA officer. That's the reason why they didn't hold, because if you test the guys for drugs, you are going to find them to be positive.
Okay.
If you take them out of the place, you will be losing the manpower.
Okay. Let's
Thank you very much.
Let's talk to you right here. God's help. God's morning.
Good morning, Hega. Good morning, Abu, and good morning to all peace Liberians who are in tune.
Morning.
You know, speaking to unprofessionalism on the part of the DEA, I experienced it through my daughter and mother. They were living cardio and they moved on from street. My daughter is doing her apprenticeship at the beauty salon on Ashmore Street, and her mother sells around fire service. Just call them and say, y'all come over, the people kill a radio house. Why they kill a radio house for? They say somebody at the house selling or one bed apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody in the house. But they said they received information that drug seller was in the house and they started banging the doors, doing all kinds of things around the place.
So that means you could be, maybe there's a problem or rape between you and a neighbor who just say, oh, you're selling drugs there. So the tenant says, because they're not trained, and they will just jump to your hall, they enter, they take your wristband, all the things. She had
to me to go see what happened the other day. And I was trying calling all our friends from the service that I know, but I couldn't get any of them. You know? And just as that is seriously or effective, they said, because if you have to put people in the sector, there's people who are under attack. People they conduct themselves when they go all these kinds of operations.
All right,
you know?
All right, guys.
Thank you very much.
Goss. Let's talk to this person from here. Morning.
Speak now or forever hold your peace. You know.
Morning. Good morning. Go ahead.
My name is Robert Dish, and I join you guys from the community where we stay from the private community. You see that guy is this road. That guy came straight with to rain. I didn't pay his coffee. I mean, the bagage put down 500. He's a bad guy. In a year, no professional people there. Because the guys, you see all the.
Okay, I'll come in 1 minute. Let me. Okay, go ahead. Take calls.
Let's talk to this person. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Morning, Chief. You live. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Joseph Faya calling from rehab.
Okay.
You see, the problem about this, our country here, that we ourselves the problem. See, the all factor there that we stay keeping in power in this country. They are the one that giving a tough time in the country here. Because some of them have to believe that they may fight alongside me when you are coming up. So now our supervisor or our general, they may still need to work with me. They have a lot of people that never fight war, but they have the passion to work. But they can't give chance. Because when you never fight war alongside them, they will feel that any secret about them, you will elaborate also. And it's not supposed to be that. The last time one of my friends was beaten by the CDEA, they took a phone from him, they took a gold chain from on his neck. They make it even small. He didn't know how to let it carry. Because he was passing through and they pull up with the man right in that area. They just jump on the man and start beating the man. Yeah. They bad at that. It can even intimidate, it can even induce the citizens to stand. Because we can be beaten there and then nobody talking for us. So we ourselves, we will put ourselves together, then we stand. If they want to kill us, let it kill us. One for all, then labrador to police state or military state now. No surveillance will be here. Thank you for the time.
Thank you for your participation. Star 255 star 1 hash. Make some money here for yourself as well. Star 255 star 1 hash is the cool. Hello, let's talk to this person. Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, morning, Abu. How's the morning?
Go ahead.
Good.
Yeah, this is Yusuf and I called from Ghana Petroleum City to be precise.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You know what you guys are talking? It's just the truth. I'm just from Basso County around the Newfoundland Belt.
Mm-hmm.
There is a village there called Sansa where this guy, the former Minister of American Affairs, Maxwell Van Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I want Guinea Benin guy there. You were doing dead soil in that place. But most of the time, so tell us about these things that men. He said, I want a paper. So most of the time, the guys will be a material. Just go outside so nobody can tell you where he can paper. Anybody tell you, the paper will kill the person for him. The kid was telling the guy, he said,
He come to a paper, point the DA. The man had to speak English. For me, I thought that thing that was just fun.
So what? They put the Guinea Pele guy in the DA.
Guinea Pele man. I said, Nana, it's your investigation. I said, Zanta, Nipri, Grand Bassa County.
When it happened that during the rescue period?
DEA officer.
Yeah, no, I want to know the time. What year it happened?
It happened right after election.
Okay. So the rescue period. Thank you. Rescue men and Guinea Pele men all in the DA. Whoa. Morning, Chief. They think serious. I mean, the way the people running the DA, when we heard Biago, we really thought he meant something real, but this is terrible.
Thank you. For the public recognition, this is the board of Sabu Rasta.
Go ahead from point four.
Yeah, from point four. Thank you for that prayer recognition. Look, Abu, when you hear that the people are saying that Georgia should go, they say Georgia should go for a reason. And this is the reason. Because they say Georgia should go, so Kwaga will come. Because you know, Georgia is a man that respects human rights. But you know, Kwaga has a history of not respecting the rights of people. So they said Georgia should go, so they will come and treat our people. I mean, they see, you know, the record science to tell you, there's a reason for which they say Georgia will go, so they will come and beat people and kill people and steal from people. Abu, they say that Georgia should go up for nothing. Georgia will go, so these people will come. Well, not the other control the strategy, every party all around.
All right, thank you, sir.
The terrible thing is, Abu, while we are talking about these untrained and unprofessional officers being recruited to the DEA and other security agencies, Abu, the terrible thing is this Biago guy that they just brought. Biago has gotten more involved into, like we said yesterday, the tribal politics. So Biago,
even the report highlighted that
Biago has recorded many of those DEA commanders that were assigned across the various counties that were doing excellent work. He has recalled them because he feels they are now within his tribal line. Imagine a man will say he can't send this person somewhere because the person is not from this tribe. I got that on record. Biago want to challenge it, we'll come outside here. And for us, we can always say these things. And when you want to make us to appear to the public that we are liars, then we can go far beyond to prove you or to prove ourselves right. So if Biago and anybody from the LDA want to challenge this, we are sending an open challenge to any of you from the DA. We got evidence to prove that Biago has gotten involved into tribal politics. He's just arbitrarily taking people from positions because they are not in his tribal lines. In fact, he's putting his own people that he can control at any time to serve the country DEA system. Is that what we want?
So you know what, folks, and the leadership of the DEA, these officers, the officers in charge, when you all took over, the public can bear all witness. And everywhere that President Bouaka has appointed people who have always given them the latitude to show themselves and what they can bring. We don't do blind criticism, right? Our criticism are based on the action that you would take. And so to prove that what we are saying are true and they're factual, so on the 4th of January, the current team there, they took 110 names. They submitted it to the police training academy, right? Over 1,500 to 800 unregulated people that they get. They take 110 names to be seen. Oh, I was sending both for training. But the rest of the agents are still there. They are passing around. And we know whether they send a name or whether they not send the people, right? So that's another thing to also look at. The tribal thing you're talking about, it's important to look at. But this wave of criticism of Biago and everything that he's doing there is basically questioning how an agency entrusted with combating drug trafficking, addiction, and organized crime, right, could be executing law enforcement with untrained civilians. But those of you who are heading, you call yourself trained law enforcement people, educated law enforcement people, right? Biago, when the man put in arm or in where they skinny and body arm, and he say, yeah. But Biago will all that ballot and all that credential of a law enforcement. Then you to enforce the law, then you take on 3 people to enforce the law. Is that not a contradiction? You meet the president every day, you tell the president, say, oh, Mr. President, we're fighting Joe, yeah, and all the other people you got to talk to get the president. But you're using on 3 people to fight jobs and they're violating human rights. You say we should shut our mouth on it? Huh? Let's hear more testimony from the community and the people.
And this person is going to be next. Good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. Go ahead.
I'm calling from River G. Thomas is my name.
Go ahead.
Okay. I think about the program, for us who have been with us in the right country, it's not bad for the people. What they do is not right. Sometimes they enter different houses at the end of the day. What they don't see, they will arise the people and say what they don't go for. So thank you for the program this morning.
Thank you very much
for your participation.
So from where in River G, imagine all of they say where there.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead.
Morning.
Yeah, I really want to speak on the fake DA people. You people are talking about this morning. I'm a victim of the action.
Go ahead.
I live around the lamp here. They usually go to raid the graveyard, and this guy that can be there, they will run a path in our area. So they came and met us, sitting playing Keko, and then after the guy ran, they said they want to check they want to charge us. Okay, we have no problem with it. I stood up for them to charge us, took my money from my pocket with my phone. And those guys saw the money in my hand, $160 US. I'm telling you, they guys forgot about the people they were running behind. They jumped on me more than 4 men. Grown men, they jumped on me to take my phone. They took the money from me. Everything I have on me, they took it. I said, but I'm now sitting to our house playing checker, then you people running behind this guy, and you're coming to charge everyone, to charge her is not a problem. But how you people charge her and then you're taking our money and our phone from us? When I carried a complaint to for me, I had to call it overture fee depot. You guys already there waiting. So I wish when I knew that they already taking my money. They got jump on me and put me in the head to come and close, put me in jail. My first time to go in jail.
Wow.
I slept in a full and wet area.
After robbing you and taking your money,
After robbing me, I carried a complaint because I know that I will not run my motorbike. I used it. Took they buy everything for me when I carried to the depot. Can you imagine? They got put me in there. I slept there. They broke for my auntie to come and free me. They got put money that my auntie she gave me that she never even have. She spent the whole day begging for me to that place where I didn't.
Wow.
And last, they had to put me on that. We are increasing the motorbike off for them to give it. I had to pay extra. So it's
wow.
really a problem for all in this country.
Rescue law enforcement, my people. Is this what we call law enforcement? Our people suffering.
You keep talking for us, it's not easy.
I know, my brother. Thank you very much. Let's take more calls.
Let's talk to this person. Morning.
This is quite alarming.
You want to walk away from your radio, please?
Yes. How are you?
Go ahead.
Morning.
Okay. For security reasons, I won't come and name.
Go ahead.
The issue of the security sector in this country is very bad. You see, Cuomo is working with the past police director, Amula, Chris Masakwe. They didn't want setting up all these security forces. They appoint people or recommend people to this area, and they're getting a part of share of what they may get from that area. They are doing it to the PCC. They are doing it to the Mobile City Corporation.
Yeah, I think some of the past police inspector generals are some security consultant to the different. Yeah, I think something like that.
They recommend people there.
Chris Masakwa should be.
They are getting paid for this government. I'm telling you something serious.
Consultant to MCC police.
I'm giving you people. They are getting paid. All the ex-police officers and directors, the people from police from my editor up to Bagata, they are taking pay. They recommend people to the bureau.
So that could they be the one telling the people to recruit untrained people and put them outside, and then they be stealing from the Liberian people?
Exactly. The whole security
with all the other guys.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's talk to somebody else. Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Morning.
Yeah. Many times I listen to your show, but you know, this morning I'm straight to call. Anyway, I call from Kirisburg. I'm Eugene Toure.
Go ahead.
My brother, let me get this frank. How you expect the DEA to be professional people when you get 4 naked supervising security in the country and you're ex-rebel? Okay, look at the DEA card they use. They can't use that rep people and see the DEA for one woman, who is one of the well-known alternatives for now. What are the people bringing the security?
Oh, that woman won't pick up the using?
Yeah, they are rep pick up. They get me around
but maybe they bought it now because government also use private property.
The only thing is saying part of the DEA that one of the operations there overnight. What are the things people they go and they people they got out of picking into they had to bring it on for kind of work with me. So I expect it. So I look at the rescue team to be something like the baby they go say they tell them with your head boss or you have the other for some people so you can work in government and I had a thing going on. So you will not guarantee the work in government. It will continue until they see it again. So that's the land.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, brother.
Good morning. Let's hear you. When Biago came with his, everybody was like, oh, Biago arrested Dungafle drugs. We know who they're responsible for the Dungafle drugs, and now they're alleging that his officers are beating people and stealing from them. Let's hear you.
Okay, my name is Gareth David. I'm calling from Wako community.
Go ahead.
So that when I hear a story on the radio, you can maybe see by about it as the local or government that we voted for. But we will just talk about and then remark Joseph Waka that after the 6 years, let it be better to back a state to leave the position because it's not better to do any other thing for the country that will make it the citizen to be satisfied. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Morning, Eka. Good morning, Abu Mohammed, and I call from a Propo corner, down Coast Bone Hill, Winter community. Eka and Abu, thank you very much. Eka, my concern have to do with this quote unquote DKBs of drugs that were arrested around the bush, or how do you call it, around the drug area. Yeah. From that time up to now, we have not seen who was responsible for that drugs. And we have not seen any of that drugs being displayed for people to see whether it was DKB or it was real drugs. In my mind, I believe that thing was a scam to just promote the that they are fighting against drugs. Okay. But these guys are getting so much, they are getting so brutal.
Okay.
All of those things are there for Joe Brown.
Thank you very much. A Liberian way there in the Ivory Coast also has an interest. So let's hear you. Go ahead, Mr. Brown.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning, sir.
Let me say good morning to the co-host, Hager. My name is Melvin Brown, and I'm calling you from Cocody in Abidjan this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I was very frustrated. Like, I'm still disappointed when I saw that video of an DEA agent abusing, dehumanizing a female suspected drug user, not a drug distributor. And I think our country have degenerated to the lowest in terms of lawlessness. And I'm not surprised. We have a president who have taken our country to the drain. A president who abused and wasted spit on the Constitution. So I think we just have to pray for our people. The days are numbered, because no serious person will take a country of Liberia honor Mr. Bouaka to be a serious place. Everywhere is just lawless. apart from an agent abusing a citizen,
Mm-hmm.
the DA boss assaulted his deputy or his underman. Where is this country heading on a Bwaka?
Okay.
But so is the nature of the struggle. We will continue to pray for our country.
Thank you.
And Mr. Weah have set the bar very high. And I know that Bwaka will not fit in his footsteps. But we can assure him that our country will be redeemed. And so we are praying for that day. And I wish every Liberian happy New Year.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's hold you there. You know, I'm tempted. He got to keep taking calls. I'm tempted to go for the video where, you know, because this thing starts from the top. Diago himself assaulting his personal staff.
Okay. Let's speak few calls. Master, try calling me. You can call back after. Let's talk to this person. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
This is Mr. King calling from Seminary.
Please go ahead. Master is next after you. Go ahead.
That particular man, who beat on more plus that lady.
Mm-hmm.
I think who believe that who Muruba man who is to see our Muruba that the ERB Johnson.
Oh yeah, then Higa was right.
John, a police informer, the big police informer. When you arrest a bar, you carry you can't see anymore. Now John DA carry the same attitude there. I have been very long time even today. So you gotta make sure and dismiss it from the DA or not. They just about government, they already they're not doing nothing. They're stranded like people up to now. They lied to us that they're gonna bring job, no job. Come on, travel where we can give it getting in the country. When you go around, the people say, oh, no job, no day, oh no. And we got children going to school. We don't even know how to live in our own country. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your participation. Okay. Thank you for your participation. Let's see whether we can talk to Masisi here after. Let's see whether we can talk to Masisi right here. But let's pick few calls. Let's pick more calls right here. 0776 104 104. Masisi, just hold on. I'm doing the needful. Just hold on. I'm calling you back, so just hold on. 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. Masisi, you have to please hold on. I'm calling you back. This morning, I want you to come. Yeah. Okay. So yes, Masisi. Hello. Okay. So let's talk to this person while we wait to have Masisi here from this side. Morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm Ennis calling from Upper Kawe.
Go ahead from Upper Kawe. Samukatan is in district number 11.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You know, the DA issue, I get paid Joseph Bora. Joseph Bora, la vision la Bora, Joseph Bora, still la Bora, Joseph Bora, president.
Okay.
So every DA put the way into Joseph Bora.
Okay. Thank you. Let me talk to Masisi from here. Masisi, morning.
Good morning to Abu. No, let my brother just say I said it yesterday. They brother who saw the put Brockville. They know who brother drove Vega. But they play blind as a telephone. They don't know who brother drove. But they went to the hospital and took that to us for their boy. What they want to fuck with her? What they want to fuck with her? Say she was saying to why is she today? The boy we saw in the photo breaking the whole container full of drugs. When we saw you were drinking honey and milk at the Bokao, shaking your head. I see today, when our children are taking a drug and they taking it from the street, instead of coming to the center, to tell us about the beating in the street, stopping in the field of men blind. Then you still in the rest, you know, for the come back. All I get for crowd, if you invent the party, take it to the center. Then you say you should be in the street, not there in the street. What is the way not saying this? What is this for us? No job for us. Now to help yourself. But you said, when I said, when you get to the phone to send to school. Nothing is different, but you tell them to the street. Don't put a selling the what is doing there? But we see every time we see the phone, they put them with job worker and Tata worker. They tell them about four breaking, they picking our children. Instead of helping them for taking the out of there, they beating them, they're blind. That is wrong. Okay. That means they're going to court and they're going to solve it. Because that's a cry all our leg. You want to blind the leg out, stop it all in your face, and you tell yourself they run the phone for one reason. That is for going to jail. Then I'm going to call the to service for the public commission on the leg. They can say you did. All the kind of office. That company I asked, the give water. Where is he? When now tell you also the poor people like come to just the poor man that for DA and for the old man I was a weekly job to get work out. It was super in the party.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's talk to Myelina. Myelina, morning.
Good morning.
Let's take 4 more calls and then we go to something else.
Hello.
Morning.
No, I got one saw that thing when the children showed it to me. Tears came from my eyes for that lady. You don't do that. Even they create a miracle on Facebook. When you see the people on the street, the children take them drugs. You see them lay down on the street. The people can feed them with food. Anybody that gets something, they give it to them. But somebody wanna sell it. We're smoking, you beating them at that. You don't want child. The hatred in the police here is not easy. But go above that people child. And we go right back to them what they did to her. They will feel it one day and regret it.
Okay.
I tell you, thank you.
Thank you, man. The good thing about the government is again, once they feel like you're violating it means they put you in a picture of opposition. So they want to treat you. Let's talk to this person from this side. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jika. How are you?
Relatively okay. Go ahead.
Let me say hi to Abu. You know, I enjoyed the discussion this morning, and like I was saying yesterday, some people, some of our friends in the U.S. need to start helping us because when we have the kind of talk show, it's important that we just cut the video and share with our partners so that they will know what is happening in the country. Because if this is the first after a female supposed to be in the interest of another female, but you see a male officer beating your police instead of you telling him to calm down, you join him.
But Edmond, they say the 2 people not twins. So what you explain?
This is what happened. This is what, from what I noticed, this is what happened. The officer there, the guy could be the commander for that operation. So he led the charge. So if the owner woman saw her bossman slapping the woman, what do you expect her to do?
I think then she was slapped.
So the same thing, the same way when Biago assaulted his assistant or somebody working with him. The same way when he did so that the same thing they both following our bossman do it, will do it on go operation and bossman do it.
That is why I was saying yesterday on one of the show that even the scenario that guy was giving for the blowing of the eye that he said was a knocking, if you check behind it, it's a different thing. You know that drugs they took from Biago, the Biago angry, and he blow it up. Say to about you living on nothing. But you see the whole drug issue, it's a different story. The thing even the guys after is that but they don't have the resources to pay the guy to empower them. So they just go. I said one time I was just sitting down in my area here, on the phone. I saw one of my picking. He just bounced the kids to do it. I said, but why are you doing here? Oh, I eat DA. We join DA. So they just collect all they just prepare for someone that 1 week. They said we should join them. That's how you can pay people. So everybody that comes to the DA, they come to pay themselves. They're not paying them. But because they pay themselves, when they go to raid, you see a raid, you take issue, take a state television, you take a rebel, you there. That's what they are doing.
Okay.
But if they really want to fight the drug, they got to re-strategize and see what they can do properly.
Okay.
It's not funny good for us. Thank you.
Let's talk to this person next after Edmond. Go ahead.
That's the last caller.
Go ahead, you live.
Yeah, good morning. It's Hector Brisbane, and I call from the Blood Guild, Tamasi community.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to everyone of you there this morning for your topic on discussion. Yeah, it's very interesting. The DA in this country, they are nothing but disgrace to the republic. In fact, the entire government have nothing but disgrace. They are not doing anything better than they have done. Why would a DA man be in the ghetto smoking? Then you say you're arresting people for smoking. He has already taken a substance. Then what is that possible for a substance for people to fight against drugs? Is it possible?
So they just want to just doing things to just show themselves. They are not working. Nothing they are doing. They are just nothing but a bunch of criminals passing around to do things against the citizens. So I want to say thank you to everyone here for the topic. And I pray that they will listen and do their job well.
All right. Let's talk to you finally. 30 seconds. Go ahead. Morning, boss.
Like if you slap the guy in your face, you can put your camera on. You can even go here with your own. You just put your camera on. And then motorcycle or kick it right off. Where I began parking there. Just show a picture. The citizens say we should tell you an action. You can pay on everything. You can go use their private. You can carry a camera. You can put a picture on any motorcycle. They will tell you really he added you. I may say as motorboy you dans the past 5 to 6 years. I mean that you recently doing the administration because he get a talent.
So imagine a man spend 2-3 years in a DA the commander.
So we will continue this DA conversation tomorrow, and we're gonna go. I mean, it's gonna be hey guys, you know what's up. So but trust us. Since it is, because judging by the calls from the community, it means this is a culture. We'll use our voice, we'll use our platform to tell our friends in the LDA that this is not what you were called upon to do. And the motive behind why you're allowing these things to happen, because if you're not prosecuting these things and you continue to recruit known and notorious, so to speak, criminals, and admit them into the DEA, this is, unacceptable. How you law enforcement officer, before you became, you went through training. Then they made you head of a very sensitive agency. Then you take on trained people, motorcycle rogues, you put them in the DEA, you put black clothes on them, they're passing around, they're terrorizing our people, you think we'll close our mouth. Tomorrow we'll come here. Let's take this break, King Dennis, with this, and then we will be back to rumble through other issues right here. This is the Freedom Money Rise. My name is Abu. Here guys here. Together, we're driving you straight up to 10. This break.
I get more again. When I need you to come to my rescue, you know you can do it, so I give it. If you help me now. I help you won't give me that, I need it. If you help me now. I get more again. If you help me now. I want my apple to see my 2 and over. If you help me now. Don't wait till I go, then you spend on my body. If you help me now. I help you won't give me that, I need it. If you help me now. I get more again. If you help me now. I want my apple to see my 2 and over. If you help me now. Don't wait till I go, then you spend on my body. Don't wait till I go. Don't wait till I go. Help me when I'm ready. Help me when I'm breathing. While my heart stay beating. Don't wait till I go. Help me when I'm living. Help me when I'm breathing. While my heart stay beating. Don't wait till I go. Help me let real way. Don't wait till the demon grave. Help me now. I help you won't give me that, I need it.
Help me now.
I get more again. If you help me now. I want my apple to see my 2 and over. If you help me now.
Oh yes, indeed, King Dennis with this one, because it helped making it right here. Help me now, making it right here on the big station, Freedom 87.9. And of course, this is your favorite breakfast platform where we discuss the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development without fear nor favor. Thanks to all of you, our fans, our supporters. Oh yes, together we must redeem Liberia from the hands of bad leadership, irresponsible government. Shout out to all those standing up for Liberia, raising your voice for equality, the rule of law, democracy, and inclusion. If you're helping us, help us now, Mr. President. Don't wait for until we die. Our hospitals are empty, no drugs. If you're helping us, help us now, Mr. President. Bring to bed your 42 years of governmental experience. Oh yes, we need help, Mr. President. Liberians are crying. Liberians are crying. Look at the market. Market women, our mothers, crying. The tears are rolling. This sweet land of liberty has turned to a land of anger, bitterness, hunger, frustration, joblessness, rape, domestic violence, human rights abuse, police brutality, drug, mysterious killing. After promising to rescue the people, people are drowning. If you're helping now. Okay, my name is Abu Sharif, and of course, Hagar Gunnar right here. We're going to do the final lap of the conversation right here on the big station, Freedom 87.9, and welcome to it. We're going to be, Hagar, let can do the last Sunday we are all man. Hey, Lord. So many can get very, but
let me see.
what would we do?
Let me say good morning, and let me say good morning to the resilient people of Nimba County.
Mm-hmm.
You saw what we did last evening. I just imagine how many Liberians were prepared. In fact, before even the game could end, when Nimba was down 2-0, there were people already tagging me on Facebook.
3, eh? I thought it was 3.
No, 2. There were people already tagging
But
me
again,
on
Drew,
Facebook.
right?
Yeah, Drew 2-2. So there were people, when Nimba was down 2-0 first half, there were people already tagging me and preparing to start turning me upside down for blood.
But man, but just imagine the boss, B boss, you drive Omen Bika, you drive Omen Bika, get on the feet.
Abu, what we did,
What
we did yesterday was almost like Liverpool against AC Milan in the 2003 or 2005
But
Champions
no,
League.
it can't be compared to that.
No,
one.
you can't.
What you did yesterday was lazy.
We came from 2
after
goals
buying
down.
brand new balls.
Abu,
Liverpool bought balls out here.
Bonga.
Because
Let me say good
Bonga
morning.
in the
Let me say
video.
good morning. Let me say good morning to the resilient people of the Great Republic of Nimba.
The track master.
Yes, it's always good. The country can always make us proud, and we are always good to be associated with that country. We are not looking at Chelsea. In fact, Chelsea got whipped last night.
Me, I won't touch Chelsea.
Chelsea got whipped. Man, you drew again last night. And Liverpool, how you call them? Mercedes drew, and then in fact tonight, Liverpool is up against Arsenal. Arsenal is going to be determining whether they want to win the Premier League this season. They have to do so by beating Liverpool. If Arsenal can pass Liverpool tonight with a win, then they will be going 8 points ahead of Man City and Aston Villa, which is automatically going to prove that yes, they are taking a step closer to the Premier League.
Do you think they can?
Yes, most definitely. Liverpool is facing some.
Or you support them too?
No, not really. Abu, the problem with me is besides I support Barcelona, I support Nimba, I support how you call it Inter Miami, I support Argentina, I support sometimes Liberia, depending on what. So, but besides those teams that I just mentioned, any other team that can play a better team football, collective football, like in the case of Arsenal, like in the case of
I support Man U, I support
Madrid.
I support Liberia, I support anything Cristiano Ronaldo goes to. So that's the thing. And sometimes national teams like, but mostly man, I want to support how, so become me a little confused myself. I stick to a few things and okay, but be jumping from play to play.
Yeah, I hear frustration.
Yeah, so so let's see. Folks, since Monday we've been dragging this thing, but it's important for us to look at it because the matter of the FOIA project is something that even supporters of the government themselves, to an extent, as much as they will try to pacify it, but they're feeling ashamed. This has brought unmeasured embarrassment to the country, and of course, the expectation that Liberians have in our president. The way people view the president to be an honest man, a man with integrity, a man who will do no such thing that will smell and criminality or even for the lack of a better word, right? So this thing has been dragging, and when these conversations were unraveled, sometimes early in 2025, around, I can remember around February, January, March, April, there about, I can remember the very first time I spoke with a young man from the project site there. I think it was right after my birthday and stuff. So we spoke, he did a video call, and then I saw and all of that. So, but it actually came to the public glare way further down around April, May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, September, August, around there. Other people started picking on it and started coming out into September, into October. Oh no, right? August, July, late July, August. As soon as September, October, no, it became a whole wildfire. Government was denying here, there, until the president spoke, and everybody upset. So this journalist who lied that there was a 16 billion that got stolen in Liberia, that all the government officials then stole a 16 billion and took it from an economy that operates on between 17 to 21, 22 billion LD in circulation, right? That's how the economy is structured. But that journalist cluelessly, ignorantly said and reported with all of his emphasis that 16 billion was taken from the Liberian economy, an economy that survives on not more than $23 billion in active circulation. So when you take out 16 billion from that, I don't know what kind of inflation you gotta be doing.
We're talking about 7 billion that's going to be in circulation.
That's going to remain there. It's not possible. The economy can survive on that for even one day. It can survive on that for even one day, least to talk about, right? But it went around and everything, the investigations happened. It proved that the reports were false, misleading, and of course, they were not rooted in facts. They were mere propaganda designed to gain the attention of the president, right? And all of that. So subsequently, he actually gained the attention of the president. He became the president, but he was seen at the president basketball court practice and hanging out to places. So former president we are.
I saw him doing a campaign in Bomi.
Yeah, he actually gained the attention of the president subsequently, and according to information, he went and apologized, and then they became friends. Say, "Oh, we are brothers," blah blah blah. But that does not erase the damage. That does not erase anything. Behind the scene, they became friends. Many times you will see at former president we are home. Their relationship went, but the embarrassment to the country was there and it was done. Terrible reporting. In other country, you'll be in jail. right? But in Liberia, the president will reconcile with the president will come by and say, sit on the table, and at the expense of people who are defending the reputation of the government, defending the reputation of the country, and protecting and risking themselves at the expense of those people, elements who chose to undermine the state by intentionally peddling false narrative that almost brought this country down, had the highest privilege in the cycle of the presidency. Maybe that's a misgiving of the past and all of that, but it's important to state the record on that. Now, it's important for people to know the history of the character. So, we're talking our FOIA project. The man saying he was the one that did the so-called report that almost plunged Liberia into chaos, that destabilized the government all through its entire 6 years period. He equally think he was the authority once more to come now and say, if I didn't want to see this, so they want to give you your hard time, your come, I would turn it around. Because if what I do with 16 billion, the country fell for it, I can also do something for you, the country will fail on my own, and then you'll be safe, you'll be absorbed of the liabilities and responsibility of Safuni millions from the country budget clandestinely to construct a villa in Foya, in the forest of Foya. These are our words, right? So 3 days ago, Philibert S. Brown, the publisher of the Hot Pepper newspaper, right, wrote this. It says, "From Where I Sit" by Philibert Simonga Brown. Digging deeper into the Foya Manor River Union Project, an investigative report ending the longest political speculation in Liberia history. When you see people, take to themselves these kinds of positions in the state and all of that, with no credible affirmations of these status and all of that, so you know exactly what they're up to. This is impersonation. Right? Not how long you've spent, or that those repetitions have to be bestowed through reputable means. I'm not talking about this your regular pay for award and nonsense you can be doing around here, say awarding best journalist or this, blah, blah, blah. President Joseph Newman Boakai speaking to his Minister of State. This is according to Philibert Brown. No quotation, but he says, President Joseph Newman Boakai speaking to his Minister of State, the late Sylvester Grisby, mid 2024. He says, in the middle of 2024, that should be around June, July, August, thereabout, right? According to Philibert, the president said in passing, the way the Manor River Union Basin is in chaos. So in 2024, let's retrospect. Was the Manor River Basin in a kind of chaos that we know of? Where state in the Manor River Union at loggerhead with each other, instead of internal political disagreements. But if you say the Manor River Basin is in chaos, that means probably there is a kind of disagreement that have ensued between, member state, misunderstanding, dispute for land, blah, 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 or something. Did we hear anything of that sort? No. Was there any kind of emergency around the Manor River Union or the basin? Was there any kind of threat? All of that. That remains a question for the so-called investigative reporter to tell us. So Boakai said, I wish I could convene a meeting of heads of state so that we discuss the security situation in the union. At the level of the Manor River Union, they have the executive council and they meet, right? That is a forum where they can discuss these issues and, threat to the Manor River, blah, blah, blah. But according to this man, the president sat with a minister of state and then he said he wished he could convene a meeting, as if to say the Manor River does not have any medium of meeting to discuss issues pertinent to the security, and of course, the threat of the Mano River Basin. Right? So, but the president said that because I do not want to go to Sanikole. Thinking out loud, Mr. President also wanted to invite all very powerful friends in Asia named with help for security reasons. He said those powerful Asian friends of the president, I don't know whether he has some, right? He's holding the name. He's not telling us. If this man is committed to the truth and the investigative report was intended to unravel the facts around this, he should have provided all of the details to attend the Mano River Union. But the reason why he want to do it like this so that he gains some level of credibility and probably saying, oh yeah, the man get it true. Ain't see the man. Anyway, he wanted to attend the Mano River Union countries meeting if seemed was possible. Minister Grigsby, listening to his boss, wondering how, started formulating an immediate plan of action behind President Boakai. The next day, he invited the president's nephew, Architect Joe Moba, the recipient of the highest honor in the Republic. Minister Grigsby secretly revealed the president's desire and requested Joe Moba to again join the conspiracy and to come up with workable architectural drawings and plans. The history of the minister and Joe Moba partnership and working relationship goes very deep. They have conspired against President Boakai, according to him. They may accusing the president's COS of conspiring against the president, right? In the same investigative report, right? But he's not quoting anybody. He's not referencing any people. He's not referencing anything of that matter. But he said, according to the investigative report, the president's COS and Joe Moba conspired behind or against the president in many instances where the president being selfless, who say no against his own good. They will often go ahead with their plans, damning the consequences. Noticeable on President Boakai's trip abroad, they broke down the president's office in the House, enlarging and modifying it to presidential standard. What kind of president do we have? The president says he's president, but everything that happened around, he know about nothing. He can just wake up one morning, people go to the hall, they break it down, they muddy nasty. He can't see it. You do it. Then he woke up one morning, go, people break ground for where they start being $10 million project. He know about it. You're not doing one. So what kind of president? This is an indictment against the presidency. Absent-minded. He's not in touch. He's passive. This is so damning of the presidency. You have a man who does not even know what is happening around him. You're painting a picture of a man who sits there, but everybody around him does whatever they do without his acquiescence, without his knowledge, without his approval. They go ahead, they do it, and then they come and say, oh, the president here say, you're not doing it, and nothing happened. That's the picture they're trying to paint right here. Mm-hmm. Like it's a kind of lame dog president that we have. He's just lying there, and then he just wake up to the reality of anything around him. So who's leading the country? You put the country in the hand of a lame dog. Secondly, Minister Grigsby and co-conspirator Joe Moba, behind the president's back, while he was again abroad, decided to build a modern hall to seat important guests. It was constructed in the president's yard without his knowledge. I mean, are you kidding me?
And I will have my take on these things, but let me just...
Yeah, I don't want to, just turn over to you now. You will deal with the man and say, but this is not making any kind of logical sense to me. And it is even disturbing as I read it to know that we are in a country where the president is not aware of anything and people does things behind his back and he gets to know about it, whether it's done rightly or wrongly. He makes no inquiry and takes no action and it go ahead. So the country is on autopilot. That's what this investigative report is confirming. Completely. So they decided to build a modern hall, nowhere but in the president yard. Yes, still somebody say somebody can go in the president yard, start building modern hall there, finish it, the president not know about it. As soon as the president come abroad and see it. So that in 1 day time, or that in 3 days, or that in 4 days, they build a modern hall in the president yard. That in 4 day time, they build a modern hall in the president yard. So you should have told us what trip the president was on, and then we will calculate know how many days he spent there before it will make sense that a modern hall will be constructed and furnished in the president yard, and that he will not know in that 4 day or 5 day or 1 week period, the president will come to a modern hall and say, oh, you're not bad.
To the point that the Chinese restaurant opposite the president's home was purchased.
It was purchased.
And the president knew that era was
but
purchased.
This man who said that he the validator, that the PB journalists now, upper we not nobody. They can call all kind of name in an effort, right? To silence our voice, to dim our voice. But we were not, because you know what? There are more people interested in the truth in this country than there are people who are interested in, co-opted narrative. So we'll speak boldly, fearlessly, and bravely. We confront you or we expose you. And the people who love the truth, they will be our friends. They will support us. Secondly, Minister Grisby, okay, we've done that. During the meeting to secretly review the content. Okay, no.
I just want to look for the key points because of the nature of the writing.
Yeah, very. So that it will come into the takeaways. So during the meeting, to secretly review the content of the architecture, design, drawing, fixed cost, blah, 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 blah. Right. So let's come to the takeaway. Takeaway. The FOIA project is US $5.5 million. Officially, government say the FOIA project is 6.1 or 6.2 million thereabout. But the investigative report, so it tells you that Philibert is a liar. He lied. So where did you get that from? Right? So either way, the president lied or Philibert lied. So in an instance, who should we trust? For the most part, we have to trust the president. We have to trust the president.
Because he approved it.
Right? Because the president, by law, is the chief validator of the Republic of Liberia, not Philibert. And Philibert have not shown us any voucher. He have not shown us any financial document, any bank record, right? Or any contract. He has not shown us any contract. He has not shown us anything. I thought an investigative report of this nature will bring something.
Documentary evidence.
But you just go right on Facebook and you say, oh, everybody should take a face value. Right? Then you come right and say, oh, I challenge people. You can who come and get in like your childish thing? Can't do be going back and forth. That's childish. We're not going to do that. We're senior journalists in this country. We're not going to reduce ourselves to go and start going into you tell your own, tell my own. No, we hold you to the ethic. We hold you to the standard. So standard, when you do this thing, bring paper, show something. When you tell the other thing, you say, yell it, yeah. You thought the other one, you say,
let it picture. When I'm meeting you talking about, let it picture.
Yeah, the record.
When I something you're saying that they said, let it recording here.
Then you quote and state
the date and time, venue, everything.
Can pull thing together. So the man said, the president of the Republic of Liberia, Joseph Numa Boakai, knew absolutely nothing about it, still insulting the president. Still telling the Liberian people that they measure get president. You know, to it say people can do things you know about it. That's what you're telling the Liberian people. That they measure get president. All the things that are happening in the country, you even know about it. They want you against it, you know about it. This is damning to the president. This is the man who received daily report, intelligent report from the NSA on everything that's happening in this country and other agencies. Every institution's report goes to the president daily. Oh, so you're telling us that we have a passive president who does not review this report and, of course, does not take updates from relevant institutions in the country to a point where he's blindfolded and that there is a multi-million-dollar project going on in the bailiwick of Liberia, but the president not know about it. What? This is disturbing.
So Philibert said in his write out that the president wasn't in the country when that entire conversation about that project, or if in fact, let's start off first with the president house, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the president home was being upgraded, Philibert lied that the president wasn't in the country. I'm going to bring record tomorrow to prove that the president was in the country. A member of the contracting firm that did the work in the home of or at the home of the president is a friend to me. I will bring pictures. Maybe we have to go the extra mile to prove some of these liars out there. So Philibert is a blatant liar when he said and said to Liberians that the president was not in the country when his home was being upgraded. That's a lie. The president was there. The president used to come and see the workers there hungry and say nothing. And in fact, what you will tell the boy is, I pay you for the work here. I'll bring pictures to prove what the president came, what the president was supervising, where he was doing a tour of the project that was ongoing, giving some instruction. I will bring
the
pictures
upgrade going on in your house?
The Chinese restaurant before the president home, it has been purchased. That entire area has been purchased because the people feel like the Chinese restaurant being over there is going to cause insecurity for the home of the president. So the only thing they could do is to purchase that entire place. Philibert telling us that the president was not in the know of the purchasing of that place. While some of you will decide to do our country like this only for your interest. Philibert, Abu, if you also check on his page there, he did a public service announcement for his school he's running. And that is Philip's interest. A man who is supposed to be respected in society by young media practitioners coming up is selling his
media men don't look at them,
they're
not good example in there.
Then sit down there. The same man who uselessly say in the country that 16 billion got missing. But let's get to how public money are spent. Okay, let's start off firstly with what the MRU or how the MRU can implement project. One, they got a project implementation process. The first one under the project implementation project by the MRU. Any project the MRU want to take, this is how they can do it. One, they have the identification and planning. They will identify the project. So that thing what Philibert say, the president said and he said, I wish we could have meeting, how we could bring people together. That's a blatant lie. Now how MRU project can be undertaken. Now how they can do it. So you have to identify and plan the project. And that planning,
compare that one to
planning
what
is going to be done. That planning is going to be done by the MRU Secretariat in consultation with their partners, the African Development Bank, and people who are financing some of their activities. It's not Bwaka that can sit in for you and say, I wish that we could do that one, we could do that one. The second phase is the securing of funding. How they can get money or how they will get money to fund that project.
So you can't do MRU project by thinking out loud.
Like
and then your COS will hear you, and then you start planning, and then you call your nephew, and then that's not how they can do MRU project. So Philibert lie, the president lie.
So the projects are funded through securing or funding. Now, 3, you got defining the objective. That 4-year project, why is that going to be used for? How important it is to the MRU basin?
So for MRU to approve it, they got to define the objective of the project. Why do we need a peace and reconciliation, mansion?
Is there any threat on the region that we think we need to have conversation
So
about?
the question becomes, did that happen in this case, in this project that Philibert and others are trying to defend? And then I listen to that other rule, Papi, say Anthony Cassidy, what can be causing man and power around here, right?
So the next step under that is we have the executing agency, the MRU Secretariat, often acts as the regional project executing agency. Why national project executing agencies, the NEA, in each member country handle implementation on ground.
Okay.
In each member country.
So that means
you have
the MRU office in Liberia now is the National Implementation Agency.
In fact, we should also have people from the National Implementation Agency in other MRU countries.
Yeah.
Do you have them on ground over there? Is that why it is?
Ask the office here whether they know anything about it.
Implementation models for large infrastructure projects like the MRU road programs, the build, operate, and transfer BOT model may be used, where a concessionaire builds and manages the infrastructure before transferring control back to the government. So, but yeah, they want the government doing it. MRU say the people that can do it, they can do it and turn it over to the MRU, the government, right? But yeah, the Bwaka government doing it, and I know who they will turn it over to. The monitoring and evaluation, independent midterm evaluation and ongoing assessment are conducted to monitor the achievement, the project achievement, progress, and address constraints, ensuring preparatory and inclusive approach with stakeholders and beneficiary communities. All these things we're talking about, there are too many things. So this is a clear violation and a blatant lie that I was told by Philibert Brown. Let's get to what the law says in our country here about implementing projects. So nobody will just sit down and think they will lie to you and you go by it, because this is how they survived before and they think they can still survive that way. Now, before a project is implemented in our country here, they got a Liberia, okay, they got the Constitution. It talks about project as well. And also we got the Public Financial Management Act, or the PFM Act. I mean, the public money for project must follow strict rule, clear budget approval by the legislature, adherence to the Public Procurement and Concession Act, or the PPCA, for fair bidding. These are the key legal framework. One, constitutional authority. Let's just jump that past. A Public Financial Management PFM Act. And let's get under, okay. Before you can spend our country money, the law in our country here say, the Public Financial Management law says that money must be allocated by the legislature. Now the president can wake up one morning and say,
especially in the tune of what they are using for that project.
Like I heard him say on ERBC the last time he appeared, how it happened, he not know about it, and the MRU never told him how is
no
that?
For him, he said that MRU funding. Then he minister say that the government funding. Then he public affairs man say the person who say that MRU funding the person lie.
So,
when Anthony
Kennedy,
when Anthony Kennedy say the person who say that MRU funding the project, that the person lie, that who you're talking to?
Who else is that the president?
I mean, so I be causing. I am working for the man. You be causing the man.
The president, I know what he's saying. He lie.
I be working for the man. Oh, then you're causing.
And they can be thinking that they can be thinking that they defending the president.
Yeah,
but you guys are exposing.
The man insulted the president.
That's why people can be saying you're sophisticated in lies and propaganda. You think that praises they can be giving you is wrong. It's terrible.
Come here.
You've exposed the president to danger. You've exposed the president. You've made the president to appear outside there like a liar.
Come here, guess what now? The play we are right now, we are very angry. Why should Anthony Kennedy insult the president in the man's own native Foya? You go stay in Foya and abuse the president and call the man a liar. This thing in other country, the small children are grabbing and flocking.
You
don't do that, especially in the man's own hometown Foya, where a umbilical cord was buried. You go insult the man there. That was so very, very rude. But anyway, I leave it with them saying that friendship thing they own. But Liberians, the reason we insisted on having conversation about this is to tell you that because their desire was to have you to disabuse your mind and say, oh, don't talk about it for your project. Everything finished now.
You finish it's legal.
So we are telling you what they intended to do. Don't fall for it. Insist and demand accountability. What Philibert Brown did is a charade, right? It has no substance and it holds no water. So you're continuing to press and ask every moment you have, whether in a town hall and the president is there and they say, oh, can I ask question? Be brave, stand for your country and ask the president, Mr. President, this FOIA project will confuse you. Can you please tell all, because we have implemented things that when you do it will be heroic and will reward you, will honor you.
The main purpose for that project was to make a Bwaka future home after his retirement.
And it still remains.
So it still remains. The only thing that in account of public glare. So next government will seek accountability. And in fact, they will want that project to be turned over to the government.
Because once the documentation not in the government, you can't go say
that thing was made. That area they started that project with the intent of making a Bwaka future home. So if you are listening to Bwaka before telling you say when I retire, I want to go live in Foya, I want to go. The horse that Bwaka getting Foya for yourself, that chicken horse. They say, I know which one, I know Samaritan Press renting it.
Mm-hmm.
They can go to collect money from there. So when they tell Samaritan Press to improve the condition of the
that
area,
mob line, and
not
the
interesting, sir.
The horse, everything.
So in fact, what we are being told now, what we are being told now is since the other project, the presidential villa, have been exposed, Bouaka is about to allocate money now to, let's say, allocate another money for his private home now. That house that Samaritan Press is using. They want Bouaka is trying to allocate money for it now so they can improve renovate it and bring it up to the standard at which you want it.
So let's take calls and be out of here. Six more minutes to go, and we can take probably 6, 8, 10 calls. 0776 104 104 065 104.
Good morning.
Tell us, what is your experience about Philibert Brown? How do you see Philibert Brown to this in all of this? Go ahead. Good morning, Chief. Good morning.
Yeah, this is Ismail PT gaming the person of Nima County.
Okay.
You know, for me, when they mentioning that man in favor of plan, that the men have caused the whole problem in this country since they don't get busy. That man is not a terrible human being. And when it comes to this government who what 2 minutes, doing one job. That kind of government we are saying we say government. Look at this transport and look at the transport management. And all of them are doing the same job.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We got 2 driver lessons in the country. Thank you.
In fact, Abu, they say the transport that people their contract has been terminated since December 31. So the transport ministry is about to start issuing new license plate and all of that. Let's talk to this person. Morning.
The people still doing it.
Yeah, hey, how you doing?
Morning, Gus.
Okay, Philibert is an opportunist. Just imagine the Liberian National Olympics Committee. He has seized the presidency of that body, and he has been there for almost forever. This guy, we have held him in high esteem until he brought that $16 billion case up, and then of late, talking about being the one to quell the controversy behind this FOIA project. Who gave him the authority to bring an end to it in the first place as a sound journalist? Here's an issue that is of national concern, and you just jump up one day after collecting your envelope to come and say that you are bringing an end to it because you are law and gospel when it comes to.
Thank you. We know about it.
We got more time. Let's talk to somebody else. Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead, you live.
This is EJ2 once again. I call from the grounds of the ANC headquarters.
Go ahead.
Abu and Hagar, the entire start of the information surrounding the whole FOIA project was a lie, and it's still a lie. Every other day that the government officials and even the president, the spokesman, the presidential press secretary, and whosoever that is connected with the project.
You got to add Philibert Brown there too.
Yeah, Philibert Brown. Those kind of people, when we talk, then they say we are being disrespectful. Well, these people don't have respect for Liberian people, and they expect us to respect them. Respect is a two-way street. Philibert Brown, I don't want to dignify him because those people only survive on the covers of the
Thank
state.
you. Let me take Never. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning, Hagar.
Good morning.
Abu, can you imagine a professional journalist giving us a story? What powerful means that for you to even lie on dead body.
That body will not get witness again, and you're not
I'm telling you. What's the man coming from with a kind of journalism fee? Where you coming from? You gotta go on with the ABC theory. Accurate, balance, and clarity. You only carrying one story, one-sided story. On what basis? Those are the guys that are in the journalism field and causing serious problem for our country. But I like the way you guys taking the story now. Nobody will come here with lie and survive. We got to be truthful to our country.
Thank you very much. And so that's the end of the Gingerbread Ball. And of course, we're going to hold it right here. And fellow Liberians, we do these things to ensure that this country remains on the right trajectory. That's why we are Freedom FM, the big station, the Liberian People Station. We stand for the truth. No alliance to any political party or individual. We stand with the Liberian people. We are not allied to Venezuela. Neither are we allied to Ato Easy. We are allied to the Liberian people. We gotta go, man.
And we'll be here on tomorrow. I'm going to be here on tomorrow to cram as a week's presentation of the Freedom Morning Rise. Until then, let's keep the peace of our country. This country will not burn.
Most definitely. My name is Abu Sharif, and of course, Higa Gonda has been here, and of course, we make a return when you see us. Until then, do have yourself a wonderful time from Monrovia. Bye bye.